Let us continue with part 2 on understanding condition techniques. I was saying that we must understand the reason why SAP has come up with condition type, condition record, and so forth. Let me also mark condition table here, because condition table is another term that we will be using here frequently. So it is good that I mark the condition table here. Condition table is somewhere here. Condition table. Let me copy this. Condition table is over here, and there's one more term that we will be using here interchangeably, which is access sequence. The way the condition tables are arranged under condition type is called access sequence, because as you can see, the first condition table has got sales organization, distribution channel, customer, material, and second condition table has got price, lease, and currency in addition. So these condition tables, by virtue of having different fields within it, we can actually assign or arrange the sequence of these condition tables differently. I can actually bring this to the front and move this to the back. So this arrangement is called access sequence. I cannot mark here because I don't think there is a good place for me to do that. So I'm just explaining this verbally, that the way the condition tables are arranged one after another is called access sequence. So far we have been talking about SAP terms, about condition techniques and things like that, pricing determination procedure, condition table, condition type, condition record, but we also need to understand the real life requirement or real life entity to which each of these SAP object will map to. So let me go to the sales order. If you look at a sales order, if you have received an invoice in the past, obviously all of us have seen an invoice in the past, so just grab an invoice and look at it. The information that you are seeing here actually should have been presented in the invoice that you are holding now, because in an invoice normally what we'll see is the price of the product or services that we have bought, the tax, the VAT tax that is chargeable to the invoice, and discounts if any, right? And the only thing that we won't see in our invoice is the cost. Obviously the vendor is not silly enough to display the cost price in the invoice, because that is something sensitive to the vendor. Or even when we send out our invoices to the customers, we will never display the cost of the product that we are selling to the customer. That is something sensitive to us as well. So barring this cost part here, everything else that you can see here can actually be seen in any sample invoice. So now my question to you is that when we sell a good to our customer, there are various ways we can price the product to the customer. We can actually have a flat price to our customer, meaning that regardless of what type of customer, who it is, we will just sell it at one single price. There's no special price for any special customers. If that is the case, then you can look at this. This is the field. These are the fields that is required to establish the price in our system. We establish the price in our system using a condition record, meaning that when we key in the price into the system for a particular material, when I say price, is the selling price, not the purchase price, we can enter the price based on the material, sales organization, and distribution channel. meaning that a different sales organization distribution channel material combination can have a different price. We are not disturbing that the price that is used by other sales organizations. For our own sales organization and distribution channel, we are going to represent a price for each of the material regardless of the customer. If our pricing strategy is as simple as that, we can just use something like this. Okay, what we need here, we need a facility. Let me explain in a pure business term or business requirement. What we need is a simple screen whereby I can key in my sales organization, distribution channel, material, and the price. So I need such a screen so that I can represent all my pricing for all my materials. This is what we call a condition table in SAP. Let me just write this first. I think I've overwritten. Alright, sorry about that. Now I was telling that we need a screen whereby we can enter our sales organization, distribution channel, material, and enter the price and save the information in our database, so that when I raise a sales order next time for this material, regardless of the customer that I'm raising the sales order to, the system should be able to pick up that particular selling price for this material and populate in the sales order. Alright, let us go to sales order. The moment I select the material, the selling price should pop up here in our condition over here. So how do I maintain this information? I need a screen for that. So this is what we call in SAP as a condition table. The condition table is just whatever fields that we want to actually fix our selling price. I already said that the field in a simple scenario, the fields that we need is sales organization, distribution channel, and material, because we don't want to disturb the prices set by other sales organization. We want to have a specific price for each sales organization that we are dealing with. So the group of fields that I require is called condition table, and each of these is actually a condition table field. But let's think about big organizations. If this information is not sufficient, probably they may have special customers who are buying from them in bulk, and they are demanding a cheaper price since they are buying in bulk. So we need one more field here, which is called customer, so that for any bulk customer like Walmart and Costco and things like that, we can actually set a different price for the same material, because they are our biggest customers and they are buying in bulk, and we have some special arrangement with them so that we want to sell them at a cheaper price. In that case, this business requirement mandates that there should be an extra field which is called customer in this condition table. So that is why we have a different condition table here, a group of fields required to maintain the price, where I can see an additional field called customer here. So using this additional field customer, I can actually maintain different prices for different customers for the same material. Alright, and for same sales organization, distribution channel, and so forth. This is how our condition table will get complex and more complex. And what you're seeing in the middle here is a more complex condition table, whereby instead of a customer we have a price list and a currency, meaning that if you are raising a sales order in British pounds to our customers in London, I want to sell it at a different price for our customers in London. So based on the document currency, sales order currency, the price will differ for the same material. And what is this price list? Price list is just a code which we can assign in the customer master data, so that we group, instead of entering customer code, when we set up the price, we group the same type of customers under a group number called price list. Price list is just a two-digit code which we can assign in the customer master data to group similar customers together, and then we can use that group code, which is called price list, in our screen that I was discussing about, so that instead of entering the price one customer by one customer, we can enter a group and set up the price there. So it will ease our data entry work, and I'm just going and assign this price list to whichever customer that I want to actually the sales order be able to recognize what price to actually use for the particular customer. So this is another way. So now we have understood what is the purpose of condition table. The condition table is actually a group of fields by which you want to set the price of a material, and I can actually assign the group of fields to each object that I can find in the sales order, which means in the sales order we are not going to see only the price, we are also going to see the cash discounts. So for cash discounts, probably we want to give special discount for special customer and so forth. So similar to price, even for the discounts, we still need to actually specify some special discount by the customer, by the material, and by the price list, and by the currency. Probably for all of my UK customers, I want to give a special discount. So I still need the same type of condition tables even for other condition types. So just bear in mind that I forgot to tell you that each of these elements that you are seeing in the sales order or invoice is called condition type. This is a condition type PR00, VPRS is a condition type, cash discount is a condition type. So each category of amount that you see in the invoice is actually a condition type, and the condition type needs to have a group of fields which is called condition table, so that we can specifically assign a value to it based on this group of fields. And all these condition types are grouped together under a price determination procedure code and then assigned to a sales organization, distribution channel, and division. Because when I raise a sales order, remember that we would actually specify the sales organization, distribution channel, and division. So based on the information keyed in here, the system will go to the config table and pick up the pricing determination procedure based on the sales organization, distribution channel, and division that we enter here, and then determine what are the condition types to be displayed in the sales order screen. Let me show you. VA03. So this is not fixed. This condition types that is being shown here is not fixed. Probably I can come up with a different requirement whereby I don't want to see the cash discount in this condition screen, because in my business I don't have any cash discount, I don't give discounts to anybody. So I want to eliminate this so that my users are not confused with cash discount. So if I want to eliminate this, what I need to do, I just need to create another pricing determination procedure and delete this condition type, and then assign the new pricing determination procedure to my sales organization, distribution channel, and division combination. So let us see where in the configuration we can assign the price determination procedure to sales organization, distribution channel, and division. It is over here. I'm going to show you that. It is under sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing, pricing control, define and assign pricing procedure. Execute that and go to define pricing procedure determination. It's over here. Let me go to New York. This is our pricing procedure determination. I've already assigned this code RVAA01. This is a standard code that is delivered by SAP to our sales organization, distribution channel and division. But bear in mind, it's not only these three fields which will determine the pricing procedure. If you want, you can also assign, sorry, let me go in again, another two additional fields, which is document pricing procedure and customer pricing procedure. Because I may have a requirement whereby for certain document types I want to use a different pricing procedure within the same sales organization, and I may have another requirement for certain customers I want to use a different pricing procedure. So how do I make that kind of exception? Using these two fields. DOPR stands for document pricing procedure and CUPP stands for customer pricing procedure. These are codes which we can create and assign in the document type and customer master to actually create additional permutations to derive the correct pricing procedure to be used for the sales orders and so forth. So let us see where we can define this document pricing procedure. Is over here. Same screen. When I double click here, nothing comes out, so it's just a simple table. Click new entries and you see that where you can set up some codes. So once you set up these codes, you can go and assign it in the document type of the sales order. Let me take you to sales order. Define sales document types. AEBO, double click. There will be a document pricing procedure over here. I'm looking for it. Yeah, over here. Document pricing procedure. So whatever we define in the earlier table will be available here. So what is specified here is A standard. If you go back here, A is over here. So what does this mean is that when I create a sales order using this AEBO, the system will automatically use this document pricing procedure A and come here and look for A under the organization, sales organization. Can you see the link? So because these three fields are entered when I create the sales order, so this is understood that the system will get these three values from the sales order creation screen, and then the system will get a document pricing procedure from the document type AEBO, which is maintained in the config I showed you just now. Come here and take this and look for these four combination to arrive at the pricing procedure. So the correct way is to actually have document pricing procedure, but I don't want to confuse that. Actually, document pricing procedure is actually an optional step. You can leave it empty, and that's not sufficient, and we may have different pricing procedure determined based on the customer pricing procedure. Let me show you where to define a customer pricing procedure. Over here is again a 2 alphabet code. When I double click, nothing comes out, right? So it's very simple table where you maintain a code for customer pricing procedure. Enter whatever you want and go to customer master XD03, go in, I think that should be in the sales area. Let me just double check. It should be in the sales area. Okay, let's go back because I didn't specify the sales area yet. Click here, take the customer sales area, which is this, go in, and it should be in the sales area. Yeah, customer pricing procedure. over here. Can you see this? So once you define there customer pricing procedure, you assign the pricing procedure to this customer. So what will happen is that when we create a sales order, if we choose a customer 50002, the system will take number 1 as a customer pricing procedure and look for the respective pricing procedure combination. So all these combinations must satisfy for the system to pick up this. You get the picture? If I have a same combination here, NY, RE, LP, A, and customer pricing procedure 2, and I define a different pricing procedure for that, then the system will skip 1 and pick up the 2 and use the pricing procedure in the sales order. So once the system determines the pricing procedure, what the system will do is ignore this. This is not so important. These two fields are not so important. The system will actually be able to determine what are the condition types that it has to show in the sales order screen here, over here. How it can do that is by using this additional screen. Let us go to maintain pricing procedure, the first one, and position to our RVAA01. This is the one. Can you recognize this? This is the one we set up earlier, the pricing procedure. And if you click on this and go to control data, you can see all the condition types aligned here: PR00, PB00, PR02, and things like that. This is the heart of SD module, because the information that you see here is the one which appears here in the sales order here. Alright, I'll continue this